What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 6. I'm Anthony.
I'm Jake. Let's jump right into the news.
First up in the news, Submission Underground 13 happened last weekend. Let's go over a couple matches. Richie Boogeyman Martinez versus Austin Vanderford, and Austin gets him in overtime with the arm triangle. What you think, man?
I know this kid's name now. Last week I didn't know his name. Man, I think credit to him. Surprising, wasn't surprising to you. You called it.
Yeah.
Like you said, it seems that sometimes when all eyes is on Boogie, he kind of folds under that pressure, and that's tough, man. There's wins and losses in this game. Everyone's super good, and I think you were able to see like a difference between maybe the athleticism of like a top MMA guy versus like a jiu-jitsu specialist.
Yeah, man, because a jiu-jitsu guy, technically they're 5 steps ahead, but competitively and sometimes athletically, depending on who you're talking about, the MMA fighter's usually a few steps ahead on that side. And Richie was giving it to him in the start, rubber guard, arm bars, but he never stopped. Austin Vanderford didn't stop, and he just kept coming, and it paid off for him in the end.
Yeah, and if there's one thing I've learned, like training with MMA dudes, even if you do like MMA rounds or jiu-jitsu rounds with MMA guys, is they're hard to sweep and they're hard to submit.
Yeah.
If you don't get on their back, they're really hard to finish. So I thought it was really interesting that Boogie wasn't able to control the overtime, considering they did an EBI rule set, and that's like their format. Their gym kind of popularized that format. But man, this is a game of inches, like less than inches, millimeters. So that's why those things are exciting, and congrats to Mr. Van Zandt on his win.
All right, in the second match, Craig Jones, Vinny Magalesh, the heel hook heard around the world. Do leg locks work?
Of course they work, bro. He did rip his foot all the way around. Like, man, he's lucky that it was a guy like Craig Jones. I think it was like the second time Craig's been on that Submission Underground and like looked the dude he's fighting deep in the heel hook and said like, hey, bro, I don't want to actually rip your leg off. Maybe we should stop. So props to Craig for being a nice guy. Props to Vinny for being maybe the toughest dude. I don't know. Maybe he's made out of like gummy bears or something like that, dude. It doesn't seem like this dude breaks.
It's wild. And I don't know. I know we were talking. You saw the video after the match. Vinny was just talking to Craig afterwards, and man,
just relaxing.
Really chill.
That could be a Henzo Sakuraba type story, where the elbow explodes, but he doesn't want to let his opponent know that he put him into pain. So it was definitely crazy. I think he had a spiral fracture, and man, Craig Jones leg locks works.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, let us know in the comments, guys. Do leg locks work? Gyms are starting to reopen or looking at reopening, and there seems to be 2 ways they're doing it. The first is the Gracie Baja way, and they're opening up, but there's no rolling. They're training 6 feet apart. No one's allowed near each other, and you're encouraged to bring a grappling dummy. Or you could do it Tanner Rice's way and open the gym up back to normal and get right to it. So what do you think, man? Slowly opening, kind of training apart, or rip the Band-Aid off Tanner Rice style and just get to it?
Man, I see both sides, and I think that honestly Tanner wouldn't have done this if he was not in the position that he was forced to.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear that like jiu-jitsu gyms are going to get little to no government support. I know my gym has gotten no support, aside from the support of our crew, of our students, and that's been enough for me. But if you didn't have that and you had bills piling up, I understand why he's doing it. I'm not smart enough. Actually, I would say I am a grappling dummy. So if you guys want to bring me to the Gracie Baja class, that'd be perfect. I don't have to think that much. But on that side of it, I think one of the things that I miss the most is just being around my crew, being around my friends. And so I see what Gracie Baja is doing. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I know that the Department of Health already sent Tanner a letter, and he pretty much told him, come get me.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of businesses around that are doing that. I saw, even just like a different thing the other night. A salon lady was saying, I'm going to open, and if they come arrest me, I got the next lady here ready to work. And
yeah, I think the support for the shutdown was there. in good intentions, but the longer it gets, I think businesses are starting to realize, it's just they're not going to be able to hold up, so they're going to be making some of those decisions. And
yeah, and as a gym owner, I know that Tanner would not want to put any of his students at risk, any of his community at risk. And, to me, it comes down to a big part of personal responsibility, which I think is going to be a part of the new world and a discussion that we need to have about, if you don't feel safe, you shouldn't go. No one's holding a gun to Tanner's students' heads and telling them to go. So
right.
It's an unfortunate situation. I hope it works out for all of jiu-jitsu, both sides of that coin. I hope Gracie Baja's version works out, and eventually we're able to transition into full training. And I hope nothing bad comes out of Tanner and he's able to keep his business and his constitutional rights,
What's up, guys? We're back with another top 5, and this one is a little bit nasty because it's the top 5 wildest and craziest breaks, near breaks, and escapes. So you're about to see what happens when you should tap and you don't tap, and it's gonna get a little bit gross. So let's get into it. Ready? Hands up, 1, 2, let's go. Starting things off at number 5, Gary Tonin survives a deep armbar at ADCC 2013. He's running, he's stacking, he's rolling, he's running again, he's rolling again, he's stacking, he's rolling, he's running. He's doing everything he can to survive, but ultimately Kron Gracie gets the rear naked choke and wins the match. But damn! At number 4, one of my favorite matches from Worlds last year, 2019, was Fionn Davies versus Natalie Ribeiro. Within 30 seconds of the match, Fionn's stuck in a triangle, and she's stuck in that triangle for 6 minutes. For 6 minutes, she's finding tiny pockets of air to breathe through and doing everything she can to fight out of it. And this one ended up ending in a victory for her, where she was able to get out, take Natalie's back, and choke her. And that is heart. That is all heart, baby. 2014 black belt title. She's fighting Tammy Musumeci. Tammy's up on points, so Michelle knows that she needs to do something, and she does. So she grabs her arm, she pulls the wrist, goes for the arm lock, pulls it, and pulls it, and pulls it, and pulls it, and Tammy does not tap. And Michelle just breaks the shit out of her arm, and that shit is broken. That shit's broke. Tammy ends up eventually losing by points. But, I mean, let's face it, she wins by heart. Right. Number 2, we're about to make it gross again, but this time with some foot stuff. So 2017 medium-heavy semifinal Worlds, Romulo Barral refuses to tap to a toe hold put on him by Patrick Gaudio, and his foot just completely breaks, is broken. And he stands up and acts like it's no big deal, and that's some hard shit. Gotta admit, it's some hard shit. Good old number 1, 2004 absolute match in Brazil with Roger Gracie fighting Jacare Sousa. Roger catches him in a textbook armbar from the guard, but Jacare refuses to tap, and he goes on to win the match using only one arm. Is it crazy? Yes. Is it badass? Absolutely. Is it disgusting? For sure. But is it entertaining? It is entertaining. Oos. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Oos.
Hi guys, my name is Roosevelt Sousa. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Brazil. I'm a brown belt. I train in Fight Sports Miami. My main accomplishments are Brazilian National Champion, American National Champion, Pan Am Champion, Abu Dhabi World Tour Champion, No-Gi World Champion. I don't have a specific game on my jiu-jitsu because I train to be ready anywhere. So my dream is to become black belt world champion. Jiu-jitsu is my life. I love jiu-jitsu because jiu-jitsu changed my life. Thank you guys. Us.
Man, thanks Roosevelt for coming on. We appreciate it. Keep an eye out for him. You're definitely going to be seeing him in the future. What do we got next?
Next up, man, we got the big man with the game plan for everyone, Andy Tuning.
What's up, guys? It's Andy. We're going over UFC 249 again because I'm going to keep going over it until it either happens or the heat death of the universe, whichever one happens first. This card is stacked with fighters who have tremendous submission victories in MMA. So I wanted to take some time and highlight some of my favorites from here. I hope you enjoy it. First, we have BJJ legend Jacare Sousa executing a perfect armbar on Chris Camozzi. Look at the details. Look at the pressure from his legs as he pins his opponent down. Look at how he puts his hand over to block the leg to potentially scoop it to stay in the position. Just a textbook, picture-perfect armbar from a true legend of BJJ. Next up is everybody's favorite, Cowboy Cerrone. Now, Cowboy's known for his knockouts. He has a number of highlight reel knockouts in the UFC. But actually, he has 17 submissions in his MMA career, including 8 by triangles. Oliveira shows his back and then allows Cowboy to get to mount. He goes to S-mount and lands a really, really sneaky mounted triangle for the finish. I was there for this one. It was a spectacular finish to a great card. Anthony Showtime Pettis, a guy that was putting dudes to sleep when he was still a purple belt with a variety of submissions. Here has one of my favorite sequences ever. Look at the details of this. Look at the triangle. Look at how he scoops the leg. Everything is so perfect, Michael Chiesa has no chance to escape the entire time. This is a highlight I would show to someone if I wanted to show you how to transition perfectly from a triangle to an armbar to get the finish. I love this submission. Next up is Fabricio Verdum, a multiple-time ADCC and IBJJF gold medalist. His story is actually pretty great. His girlfriend's ex-boyfriend put him in a triangle on the beach and made him fall asleep. And then he decided to pick up BJJ and then started winning federation titles at every belt. Here we see him fighting the legendary Fedor Emelianenko. Everyone has probably seen this highlight. It was Fedor's first loss. And not only his first loss, but he actually taps out to just an absolutely beautiful armbar triangle variation. Verdum is a super crafty grappler for a big guy. He gets finishes from all over the place, and this was like striking down a god. This was an unbelievable ending to this fight that nobody saw coming. This is a legendarily tough and gritty performance from him, especially after getting popped and then recovering his guard and then finishing the fight from there. Just unbelievable. All right, guys, last on this list, but number one in our hearts, my man, the boa constrictor, Alexei Olenek. Now, white belts, I'm going to need you to close your eyes and plug your ears for this one, because if you try it at your gym and it doesn't work, your instructor is going to scream at you. Here's his fantastic finishes. Olenek's calling card is the Nogi Ezekiel choke, a choke I had never even seen executed before he did it in a UFC fight. It's absolutely stunning, and it goes against all the rules of grappling that we've learned. He gives up positional advantage by going into a clinch and actually pulling his opponent on top of him to either full mount or top half. He then threads his bottom arm in to finish the choke. In a number of these fights, the man on top believes he's winning and is punching away at Olenek's ribs until he's forced to tap. It's just an unbelievable low percentage finish that he's somehow mastered, and is one of the most interesting submissions I've ever seen. In every fight, you know that either the Nogi Ezekiel or the scarf hold is in play for a finish, and it's just an absolutely bewildering way to fight, but it's still effective because he's finishing guys at the highest level of fighting with these submissions.
Today, we're going to take a look into the history of the heel hook. You might know the heel hook from today's athletes like Dean Lister, Ryan Hall, or Gary Toney, but the origins of the heel hook go way back. Now, in the 1960s, Carlson Gracie put his stamp of approval that his student, Ivan Gomez, was the creator of the heel hook. That's the story we followed until Ivan Gomez passed away and his brother Jose revealed that they learned the heel hook from a judo practitioner, Takeo Yano. Takeo Yano practiced judo in Japan in the 1930s and focused his game on the tatami and loved leg attacks. While it's easy to trace the heel hook's roots back to Japan, it can even be seen in ancient Roman times dating 2,000 years back. So, we know the heel hook goes way back, but how did it get to sport jiu-jitsu? Well, sport jiu-jitsu frowned upon heel hooks for a long time, and they still do. Not only did they feel heel hooks were dangerous, but they felt falling back for leg locks was due to a positional weakness in your game. But with the consistency of ADCC and the resurgence of pro grappling events, the heel hook became the king of submissions. Today, the heel hook is at the forefront of jiu-jitsu submissions, and dating back 2,000 years, it's a time-tested move that should be in everybody's arsenal. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the show. Oos.
When are you bringing back Astolfo?
Man, Astolfo put him in trouble, man. A lot of guys mention, that's a bullying, blah, blah, blah. I'm tired about these things, man. The world is crazy. Everything is bullying. Everything's like, yeah.
Can't put anything on the internet.
This thing only to have fun, man. Our white belt, I passed through this time too, like a stupid white belt, you know? Everybody passed on this time, but the guys be offensive always. You know, often, that's right?
Yeah, offensive.
Offensive. Yeah.
Or offended, yeah.
Offensive, right? Because
everyone's too mad at it.
I'm you guys know I'm not this guy like the bully. I help everybody. If the white belt, the most stupid white belt at the gym is I gotta put him beside me to protect him and show him.
Yeah. That's how the internet works, though.
I know that the guys don't understand that.
Yeah, everyone's gonna have a problem with something on the internet. That's just how that goes.
Like, you've won worlds, you've won pans, you've had a lot of success. What makes you want to still get out there and compete?
Man, telling myself the first thing, no, I wanna fight with the best guys in the world. I love fight with these guys. I love try to do better day by day. You know, I like the process. You know, the training process, the parts to be ready. I like that, and I like feel these things. I think these make me motivational. And the winning awards on black belt, no, I never get the awards on the black belt. I get on the other belts, blue, purple, brown, and the black belt I get a third place. And I wanna get the gold medal on awards. That's my big goals on competition. And I wanna go to MMA after that.
Yeah.
That's my goals. Get to one world title, and go to MMA.
Now, what about ADCC? Because you got the invite last year, but it was a late invite. You know, you weren't 100% training specifically for ADCC. You did awesome at it, but
I love DCC, man. That's
man.
like a dream fighting on DCC, you know?
Yeah.
But I get the invitation last year, like 2 weeks before.
Right.
I have to accept because that's my dreams fight there, you know. I accept, but for sure I'm not 100% because I have like a bad knee, you know, and I fight Pan Ams before there. I win Pan Ams no gi, but my knee is still like really bad. I don't fight open class, I fight only my weight because my knee is like I not feel comfortable to do really hard, you know.
Right.
But ADCC is a big chance, you know, to be part of these things. I'd be pleasure, I'd be happy to do that. But I hope next year, 2021, I hope to get the invitation again. If I don't get the invitation, I will fight the trials and I will be there. I confirm you that. I'll be there for sure.
Do you train any differently for, say, no-gi pans versus ADCC? Like, if you could have like a game plan, would you approach those any differently, or would you train for them the same way?
I think it's the same way, but it's different. The holds from ADCC is way different. We got like a 5 minutes, no points. A second round, we get points. If no points, more 5 minutes. And Jiu-Jitsu only 10 minutes, no? Like IBJJF is only 10 minutes straight. The hold is more compact. ADCC, the hold is like, the heifers don't understand the holds, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy because the fight I lost, I think I won. Like 2-0, I attack way more, almost take down the guy twice, but and the fight I get like a penalty because I will step back, you know?
Right.
It's confused.
Since you're obviously like the biggest guy in your gym at whatever gym you're at, how do you prepare with guys of different body types, different sizes? How do you make the best use of them to train?
Bro, I try do smart, smart things. If I only get comfortable position, I will try to take down, stay on top, smash, try pass guard. I try do a lot of specific training on bad situations, or start on bottom, the side control, like leave the way to my students, take me down, pass my guard, almost take my back, and I try escape, things like that. And a lot of drills. Drills help me a lot. I've studied a lot of drills because right now I don't have the training I had before. In Toledo, I have like a crazy training, great.
Yeah, you guys are going hard.
Guys, Gutenberg is a beast and he helped me every day. And right now I only train with my students and try to do a camp before the big tournaments. I need to do more smart. I don't did this before. I start do this now. Like, more training. Before I only fight.
Just going hard as you can before. Yeah.
Right now I have to think about a lot of situations. I have a student who do a lot of half guard pass. For sure, when I get a roll for him, I'm gonna pull on half guard to try get his best.
So whatever someone's good at,
you
try to go with.
Other students do spider guard. I leave the way to he pull and connect on the spider guard, so I try escape or pass his spider guard. That's the way. And conditional physics is a lot important too. I'm a big guy, but I try always be prepared to fight. After DCC, Saulo Ribeiro?
Yeah.
Man, he's a monster, old school guy, and he come to talk with me with the hoodie on the head, stop on my front and say, hey, we need a better physical. Stop, think, and be prepared all the year. Don't wait to the tournament, And after that, right now I try lift every day.
Stay in shape.
Taking shape all year,
Old school advice.
Old school, sure. Like he sent me the information. I got you. Got the information. Try putting active day by day. Couple of days I remember. Right now in quarantine, I'm lazy, you know, watch TV, play video game, and hey man, I have to do something. Go down, Ronnie, do couple push-ups, you know. I remember the thing he tell me.
Well, besides the gym, you're doing a lot of stuff, you know, during this lockdown with Trap, BJJ. How's that going? Because you guys are busy, very busy.
Yeah, like a couple of days I do 2 lives, 3 hours, 2 hours.
Yeah.
By each, that's push me to study the guys too, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy. I have my YouTube channel too. I try to post couple informations there now about my day, about jiu-jitsu, about everything.
Yeah, some videos.
DJ. I try be busy, man. If on this time we get the way to be lazy, it's terrible. Only
we're all trying to stay busy. We're definitely all trying to stay busy.
Yeah, I try get busy, wake up, do a couple things, and try keep productive. That's the word. I try be productive on this time, you know.
Hey, I wanted to ask you too. You play a lot of lasso guard. You've shown me some things in lasso guard. Gutenberg came with some guys from Toledo about a year ago, and they killed me with lasso guard. Where did that come from, and why do you like to play that?
Man, I like to play lasso guard because I'm a big guy, and when I'm on battle, if the guy open my guard and start like side to side, I don't can follow him, you know. Probably I'm slow than top guy. And when I get the lasso, I frame him a little bit, and they have the way to do my grips, try sweep, you know, I stop it, his attack.
Yeah, I felt like I couldn't move, I know.
Yeah, when you get the lasso, you frame the guy. You have more control about the top game. You know, that's my idea when I start to lasso. And
so if you pull, are you looking to go there first?
Yes, for sure. Couple times I pull to close guard only to adjust my grips, you know, get the lasso. And couple times I pull straight to the lasso. Depends when the beginner the match. If I'm on top and I can do the good grip to pull straight to lasso, I go straight to lasso. If my grip's not really good to go straight to lasso, I pull to close guard, adjust my grips, and get the lasso guard, you know.
Have you always been doing that, or was that something that you guys really worked on when you were in Toledo?
Man, I started work there when I blew belt with Arthur Sousa. This guy's an old school guy from Jeff Team too. He do this lasso guard, and he teach me a lot when I train with him, and I started to do that as blue belt because I have a really good close guard on this time. But when the guys open my close guard, the guys pass my guard, you know?
Right, yeah.
And he tell me, hey Max, come here, you have to learn that. And start showing me a couple things. Like on the beginning, only beginner lasso. Get the lasso, give the way to the guy pass, and throw the guy to the other side. That's the first one I learned. And I start doing the tournaments, and I got to the guys, start to beat the guys after I open my guard, you know? And hey, I have a good lasso now. I will try another things. Try lasso de la ripa, lasso tomoplata, lasso to butterfly, you know? And I open my mind to learn more about the technique. And if the guys wanna, I film my lasso guard DVD from Trap. If you can put the link below to the guys accessible, I got like a 40% off because the coronavirus now, like to give back a little bit to the
definitely.
We'll see if we can put a link in the description of the video too whenever it comes out.
I'll send you later, man. That's
like, what is a position or a technique that you don't think that you're very good at that you would really like to get better at?
Man, dude, look, that's a good question. Yesterday, Leo come to my house here to a conversation. We live really close there, like on the same condominium. Yeah, and he come here we talk about a couple things we run together. But I remember one fight they did in New York. and the guy put him on the lapel guard. I said, hey, come here, let's show me one defense from this lasso lapel. Put the video here. He watched the video with me and showed me the defense on my carpet. You know, that's the thing. When I feel I get stuck in one position or I lost to a match, couple things like that, I don't have more my professor around me to help me, you know.
Right.
I try regret like my friends. If Gutenberg do a good pass bar, if I feel I lost the adjust, couple things like that, I call Udo or ask, hey man, show me like a better adjust here, like, or get me one best way to get free this leg. Same thing yesterday. Leo come here. I'm all right. I have to ask him. He do this lapel guard. I have to ask him. He showed me a good defense from there. That's the thing. When I do a mistake, I run to a guy. Like I have access.
Work on it. Yeah.
To work.
Yeah.
Position.
Or like a specialist, like someone that likes to play that guard, and you're like, hey, show me all the variations from this position. I understand what you're saying.
I have a lot of friends. I know a lot of guys. Jeff Chin's big. A lot of big names there. I can run to Pratt, Gutenberg, man, a lot of big names, Mauricio, and I still like wanna learn. That's the key. You have to be like that, like want to learn.
Seek out the knowledge. Seek out learning.
Couple guys do it. What example? Couple guys do it only half guard, and he don't want to learn any other thing. Man, at one time, this guy can do anymore half guard. You know, right. He had to still learn when somebody passes his half guard. All right, I can do like a knee shield here. Go to De La Riva sometimes. You know, open the mind to learn.
Like long term, you're ground control now. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be in Brazil? Do you want to be in the United States? Do you want to be where in the country do you want to be? Like, where do you see yourself in a couple of years if you're just going to teach?
Man, I see my life in the United States here. Right now I teach on ground control. I want to be there for a couple of years to get a stability. If I can save money to buy the gym, I don't know, or open another one, my own school. That's my big dreams to own business, you know, like getting my own school, maybe my company, you know.
Yeah. Your brand or whatever.
Brand, yeah. I work a lot on these things, but for probably next 3 years, I'll be there on ground control, you know, and try save money and learn more things, get my English perfect, and when I be ready, around 30, I'm 27 now, maybe when around 30, I get my own team. That's
cool. So you were saying before that you were training in Toledo, and I got to train with you guys.
I remember 2018.
Before Pan Am's, and it was a bad decision. But one of my favorite parts was going to the gym with you guys with the great Dan Jones at Elite Sports, or Elite Athletes Only. Mm-hmm. Do you have any crazy story?
Man,
old Dan over there. He was
a
awesome.
Funny guy, man. I love this guy. He's a monster from bodybuilding. You know, he's an old guy too. A lot of information to help us, and he put me in shape. That's the key. The guy is like funny, but in the beginning, my English is like really, really bad. This story is nice, and he showed the exercise like beset, you know.
Okay.
And I don't understand perfect, and I start doing, and this guy fucking stupid, man. I'm mad, man. I turn my head like this, look to him. Hey, I understand it, stupid man. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, he understands.
He was wild, dude. I loved him.
He did this to everybody, man. All the time somebody show up at the gym. Here, you remember that? You remember why Kyle, you was stupid and you know that?
Yeah.
You guys know Leo. the skin
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, Leo Silva.
I think he go there to a seminar too.
Mhm.
Leo, when he moved to Toledo, he don't lift before, you know. He
Right.
start to lift like Constance in Toledo, and he don't have like a lot of coordination or stability, you know. And
Yeah,
he
it's new.
play with a medicine ball. That's
Yeah, medicine ball.
Yeah, medicine ball. But Jones bring his dogs to the gym every day, and they have like 3 big dogs and 1 little one, like a poodle. It's like little one. And Leo throw the ball over his head, like to play, to try to do couple drills, to learn. Man, the dog come behind here and he hit the dog. Bro, Jones get that. The dog's okay, all right. The dog is fun, but the dogs get okay. But the dog start crying.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man! I wanna kill my dog. Get out of my gym. Get out here. And Leo, oh my God, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, freak it out.
Plugs. What do you got? Name everything. We'll try to like link it, but your Instagram, all your YouTube channels, everything you got, lay it out there.
Man, my Instagram is Max Gimenis BJJ. My YouTube channel, Jiu-Jitsu Sem Caô. I post more things in Portuguese, but I still work on get like English things, English videos. Trap BJJ website, you can get my Lasso Guard course. And if you guys want to get like couple lives, Trap Facebook, we did it every day. You get 1 or 2 lives with big names. We did it with Fábio Gugel, Vinícius Draculino, Léo Vieira, Bia Mesquita, Baby, a lot of big guys. Yeah. If you guys want to go there, Trap BJJ Facebook, all right? I want to say thank you to inviting me, guys, and I'm sorry about my English. I try improve. I try get
Bro, your English is great.
Yeah, it's very good, man. It's very, very good.